Hey tubes, Jonathan's wrong here. Tooth in a budget. So, you know how I'm always referencing about how in role-playing stuff there's always, tons of, I've seen tons of stuff within role-playing things. Specifically in TSR, which is the people behind Dungeons and Dragons, the original. Um, Looking for something right now. I can't find it. Um, Here's their logo. Yes, I have that pin. Anyway, trying to find the. I have a thing from Steve Jackson Games somewhere, and his logo is a Illuminati symbol. Here we go. Hold on. So that's the symbol for Steve Jackson Games. Real subtle, right? So anyway, this is Munchkins. Good stuff. It's like a card game. Anyway, so I'm just dinking around with some old stuff. The Amazing Engine is in a system that they came out with in the early to mid '90s that didn't really go anywhere. They released a bunch of games. A bunch of books. Here's one right here with one of the worst covers ever. I might have shown you guys this one once before just because it's so stupid looking. Look how bad it is. The art is just really awful. These are is it like a Freemason ring? Anyway, actually does he? What kind of ring is that? Anyway, so I'm dinking around with this. I got a free month on this thing where you can go and you can get different books. So I'm just going on a download spree, downloading different gaming books. Because I just like to mess around in different gaming systems. The Amazing Engine, like I said, was kind of a failed. There's the T-Star logo right there. Kind of a failed experiment. Came out with a bunch of books, but anyway, here's one of them. Now, if this is where things are about to get interesting. Let's see, where's the year? Yeah, so this came out in 1994. You can see that. So basically, explain real quick for anyone who doesn't know what a tabletop role-playing game is. Basically, you make a character. Quick example, here's just something I was screwing around with. There you go. Derp a derp a derp. So that's a quick the process of making a character. And then there, of course, the funny looking dice that you traditionally keep in a Crown Royal bag. Anyway, blah blah blah. Thought I heard a cat. Okay. Oh, sorry, gosh, I should have paused. Anyway, where was I? So, basically, you make a character, you roll dice, improv, acting, tons of fun. I just like to crunch numbers and create things. This is... There's like fake little news things, tabloids, because it's a tabloid. Was that a Freemason symbol? Okay, so here we go. Here's where stuff is got interesting. So here's the skill pools where you choose your skills from. Try to get maybe an oops. The brightness up a little bit. There we go, that's better. Alright, so look at this. Flat Earth. It's one of the skills. Satanic lore. Gosh. Ancient astronauts. Creationism. Gosh. All sorts of crazy stuff. You could zoom and pause. Clones. Dumpster diving. Spontaneous human combustion. Moongate. Oh, here we go. Illuminati. There we go. Illuminati, Freemasons, JFK. So isn't that funny? So yeah, this is the TSR. This book was by David Zeb Cook. He may or may not have done other things that were Illuminati-ish. I'm trying to look around for this weird, like, blanked out stuff. Bermuda Triangle Freemasons. Let's see what it says about the Freemasons. The group's one of the semi-secret branches, the conspiracy. In fact, the conspiracy is super secret lead. The Freemasons, strange powers, have been around for centuries. For no reason, well, you know. Oswald was a stooge. Let's see. So I just think this is kind of interesting how a lot of the old gaming stuff from the 90s targeted towards oh yeah, look at this. Are you kidding me? Elvis Presley. You know, I'm a horrible person, and when I glanced at that, I saw something completely different. Anyway, um, Face on Mars, ESP, Native Guide, Flat. Oh, here we go. Flat Earth. The Earth is flat. No, really. We all following character knows about the flat Earth and how governments, scientific community, especially the space program around the world, have conspired to convince billions of willing dupes that the world is round. Why? Well, gee, there must be some sinister secret on the other side of the Earth. Yeah, look at this. They're hiding from the rest of us, probably because the really aliens, underside of the Earth, underside of the Earth. So that's one of those things where it's like, it's out in the open but mocking it. So because this stuff is released alongside fantasy, like Lord of the Ring type stuff, elves and dwarves and dragons and whatnot. Oh no, was my hand on a speaker? See, according to some people, the Freemasons are the granddaddy of all secret societies, at least of the secret ones we know about, and have ruled the kings and emperors for centuries. According to others, they are only a front for even more powerful and dangerous secret society who ruled the enlightened members of the Freemasons in addition to the kings and emperors. According to the third source, the Freemasons are harmless, non-seek blow, the humorous kingdom. See, the characters of the Freemason lore, the secret signs, handshakes, catchphrases, worldwide activities. Fact characters might be a Freemason. Anyway, oh yeah, Hollow Earth, Hitler. Hitler has his own section for some reason. JFK conspiracies. JFK. Good. Anyway, just thought it was. Oops, sorry. I've just noticed this now as I was scrolling through because Mothmen. Moongate. Let's see, most worlds out. Let's see, but yeah, we never went to the moon. It was all a hoax. Yeah, this is the Moongate one. This is I think the last one I wanted to go over real quick. Most of the world doesn't know it, but we never went to the moon. It was all hoax. See, staged by NASA. The moon landing was staged at the desert in Arizona. They didn't even hire a good film crew. So special effects look so cheap. Nothing Star Wars. Notice it's a cheap film crew. Not only that, we just landed on Mars. Satellites photographed the planets. Let's be fake. Let's see. Carve out the real truth. Their government has released developed flying saucers and contracts alien races. That's it. Space. Huh. So you can read that, right? Interesting, right? Anyway. Scroll up. Scroll. Yeah, I'm just going through all my little gaming books I just downloaded. Sometimes I like to make characters if it's a good system. Sometimes it's for reading. Sometimes it's for catching weird stuff like this. So, yeah. You know what's interesting too is a lot of my awakening did actually have to do with a lot of the mythology that the Dungeons and Dragons type stuff got me correlated with. It's my food hoard. You know, like, oh, my tiny little, yeah, I just like piles of books and canned food. But anyway, just thought that was interesting. Worth a look. Like I've said before, one of these days I really should go through all my gaming books and point out all the weird stuff, all the predictive programming, or stuff like this where it's like nothing to see here, which a lot of the modern